What is up, Raffleaters? Welcome back to my channel. We are back at Ogle. This is the Ogle Airport Road coming up. That is the intersection. They've put up some new traffic signals, traffic lights. You can see that. And the road, the traffic is very, very congested this morning because it's rush hour. Right, it's almost what I would say almost 8 o'clock in the morning here at Ogle. So traffic heading east is coming towards us. That traffic is backed up for at least a mile, probably 2. And at this intersection, they're allowing traffic to move west to Georgetown and to turn onto this road. So this is the new Ogle bypass road. That is the East Coast bypass road, and a lot of the traffic is being diverted onto this road now because I think it's open. Right, so this is the Ogle bypass road. So guys, we're back at Ogle, and I want to give you an update on what's happening here at the Ogle entrance to the East Coast bypass road. So there are traffic policemen behind me. You can see there are a couple of traffic policemen directing traffic. This is traffic turning off of Ogle Airport Road, the new East Coast bypass road. That traffic is now turning east and west onto the new or resurfaced East Coast bypass road. As I said, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning and it's extremely busy out here. It's like rush hour, and the policemen are here to override. They're basically overriding the traffic lights to get the traffic moving, to keep the traffic moving. But the reason why we are here is because since the last time we were here, they have done some work, completed the roundabout at the intersection with Train 9 Road. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to head south on this East Coast bypass road and see what has happened since the last time you were here, how that traffic circle, that roundabout looks in the final form, and some of the new additions, road signs that they've added. So let me flip the camera around and show you what's happening here at Ogle. So guys, this is the Ogle entrance to the East Coast bypass road. And as you can see, now the road construction work has been completed, at least at the entrance, at the end, the northern end, right? The road construction has been completed. The road markings have been added. As you can see, the broken white lines and the yellow lines and the black and white. People were asking me, well, what do you expect if you didn't use these zebra colors on the median? Usually the median is colored yellow, and if you look along the East Coast Road where we just came from, the color on the curb of the median is actually yellow. But for some reason, the curb here is painted with black and white stripes. As you can see, those are the black and white stripes. So people are asking, what other colors would you expect? I expect a high visibility yellow or orange with a reflective paint that is visible at night, so you can see it light up in the night. That's what I expected. However, this is the colors. Black and white is actually what you would see if you look at places in Africa, places like Rwanda, and I think Ghana, as I've seen on images on social media. The roads on the curbs on those roads are painted black and white. What they've added here is also this bus stop. It's a bus shade. So they've added a bus shade. It's located right next to the Ogle townhouses. Right, this is the Ogle townhouses. That's looking back at the entrance where we came from, where we started. Now there is a sign. Look at these signs. There is a U and right turns. Apparently, you can make a U-turn at the next intersection, at the intersection of the Ogle Airport Road and the East Coast Road. I don't know whether that is advisable, because if you make a U-turn there, you're probably turning across lanes of traffic. Anyway, there's some more work, additional work being done on this building. Seems as if it's a residential and commercial building. These guys are making some progress. They've gone up another floor and are adding some finishing touches. But this is what we're here to see, the road signs. Speed limit 50 kilometers per hour, which is about 30 miles an hour on this East Coast bypass road. People have asked me, why are the flags here flying half staff, half mast? It's probably because they don't want to go up higher. Now this road sign says Georgetown 3, Mahika 23, Berbice 56. I'm assuming that's kilometers. That road sign actually meets international standards. The problem is that it's not consistent. Each road sign seems to have its own individual design, and so the fonts are variable depending on which sign they're putting up. For example, they put up a new road sign stretching across the highway, and this is what it looks like. So this road sign says Eugene F. Correa International Hotel, International Airport, OGL, South Roundabout 6, Houston 12. All right, so, South Roundabout 6, Houston 12, Diamond 19, Susdike 41, and Timeri 44. I'm assuming that those numbers refer to the distance in kilometers. The problem, of course, is the size of the letters. They're not consistent because, as you can see, let me show you again what that sign looks like, the one we just passed. The sign we just passed, I don't know if you can see it here. As you can see, the sign is slightly bigger, letters are slightly bigger, right? It seems as if they're adjusting the size of the fonts, the letters, to fit the lengths of the words. The problem with that is, of course, as you make the size of the letters smaller, the words become unreadable, illegible, especially to people who can't see very well. So looking back now at this new road sign stretching across the highway, you can see they've put up a sign that says Sheriff Street 4, Kitty 5, Ivleri 7. I'm assuming that's kilometers. And on the other side, Coldingen 11, Coven John 17, New Amsterdam 101, and I'm assuming that's kilometers. Again, good idea to put this sign across the highway. That meets international standards. However, I'm a little disappointed that there is no consistency in the choice of font. However, let's keep heading south on this new highway. You can see they've completed the median. I'm actually walking along the median, but they have not paved it. They have not covered this part of the median with paving stones. Now, I don't know if this is a final decision or permanent decision, but it seems as if they've left the median unpaved at this point, which is in fact interesting to see what they will do eventually, because if it is unpaved, then of course grass will grow all over it, and you'll have grass field. This is the first sign I pointed out, the consistency. You can see the differences in the size of the letters and the fonts. Eccles 12, I'm assuming that's kilometers, is the largest font on this sign. And what I'm arguing is that all of the letters should be the same size. That means you need to increase the size of the signboard, not decrease the size of the letters, because what you're trying to do is to make the sign legible, readable. Clearly somebody did not understand the assignment, still does not understand the assignment. And a lot of what comes across as complaining is in fact vitally important safety information. We're criticizing what could eventually cause an accident if somebody can't read the sign or misses the sign as they go by because the letters are too small. They end up driving into an area that is busy or dangerous or one way, and then they cause an accident. So the signs, the information signs on the road must be standardized, and my suggestion is that they change that sign and all of the signs that have this variation in font and letter size. Here we are at the intersection of the new Ogle bypass road, the East Coast bypass road through Ogle, and this traffic circle that they've built here at the intersection with the train line road, the railway road. I still have people arguing with me in the comments about the implementation of traffic circles. As I've said before, the traffic circle is a solution that doesn't work where there's high volume traffic. And the reason is very simple. It's a mathematical equation. Right now, there's no traffic on the railway road. Right? There's no traffic on the railway road. So this traffic circle is not being tested. They're actually diverting traffic on the railway road, so that's why the East Coast road is congested. That is looking east. I'm stepping onto the traffic circle to show you the point I'm making. That is looking east. Traffic coming towards me is heading to Georgetown, heading west. And the reason why this traffic is so light is because it's local traffic. This is traffic heading west to Georgetown on the railway road. Again, that traffic is light because it's local traffic. However, normally this road has heavy traffic heading to Georgetown all the way from East Coast villages. This is the looking north on the East Coast bypass road, Ogle Airport Road. What you see is 4 lanes of traffic. Right? You see 4 lanes of traffic, 2 heading south and 2 heading north. The railway road at this intersection is also 2 lanes of traffic heading west and 2 lanes of traffic heading east. So that is 8 lanes of traffic. 4 lanes of traffic south and north, 2 lanes east and 2 lanes west, and then here again a continuation of 4 lanes of traffic. So basically you have 12 lanes of traffic at this intersection, at this roundabout. 12 lanes of traffic. What does the roundabout have? The roundabout has 2 lanes. This roundabout has an inside lane and an outside lane. So essentially you are reducing 12 lanes of traffic to 2 lanes. That might be an exaggeration. 6 lanes of traffic to 2 lanes. There is a maximum limit on the number of cars or vehicles that can can traverse this roundabout per minute if you fill it up, right? So the point is, at rush hour, when all of these lanes are filled, all 12 lanes are filled, 6 of them are trying to enter the roundabout at any given time, but there are only 2 lanes available. So you have 6 lanes of traffic trying to enter this roundabout, but only 2 lanes of traffic available, 2 lanes in the roundabout available for traffic. That is a recipe for congestion. So for the people who don't understand why the roundabout is not a proper solution, those people are math challenged. This is basic math, right? The math says you cannot reduce 6 lanes of traffic to 2 lanes of traffic without causing a traffic jam or without causing traffic congestion. So what is the solution? The solution is you need an overpass. And I pointed this out. Somebody showed me that the M25, which is a bypass road around London, that the M25 has roundabouts. But what you will find if you look at those roundabouts closely, those roundabouts also have overpasses. So there is a unique combination of an overpass and a roundabout that they have used to combat traffic congestion. However, I'll keep coming back to this issue as long as it exists, because once these roads are open, I'll be able to show you what the traffic jams here will look like. In fact, they already exist at other roundabouts. The traffic jam that I'm referring to already exists at other roundabouts around the city, and I can show you those at rush hour any time of day. But I'm going to come back to this one, this particular roundabout, once all the roads are open, right? This one is still closed. Once all the roads are open, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So what is the solution here? The solution is to build an overpass. To build an overpass for traffic heading south and north at this intersection, so the traffic heading east and west will pass under the overpass, and traffic heading onto the East Coast Bypass Road, which is what we're working on, that traffic will simply fly over the railway road. That's the solution, right? It solves a number of problems, not the least of which is the congestion problem.